term project that I have made for the cloud computing course. Let me share my screen. So basically, this is the app that I have made. It is a product inventory management application, which has the product ID, the product name, the product price, product quantity, a delete button, a add button, and an update button. Now let's see how the services are provisioned over the IT infrastructure. So basically, to begin with, I created a DynamoDB table to store the product list. Here is my DynamoDB table, product inventory. If I go to explore table items, you can see here is the list of tables, and there are 5 items in the table. These are displayed over the React app. Then I next created Lambda functions to get the product list, to add a new product, to update a product, and to delete a product. Now let's see the Lambda functions. So the Lambda function to get a product looks like this. It is also connected to a API gateway, like when the function is called, the API gateway is triggered. This is the Lambda function to get a the product list and display it over the web app. Then there is a to add the product, we use the post request. This is the post request to add a new product to the inventory. I have written this in Python language. And also when the product is added or updated or deleted, it sends an email to a mailing address, to my mailing address. And I've implemented that function through SNS. Now let's see the put function, which updates the DynamoDB table, which updates the values of which updates the item in the DynamoDB table. So it updates an existing product in the inventory, and we need to pass the product ID in the body in order to update the product with a specific ID. Let's see the delete product request. My app is not running right now. I'm just showing the Lambda functions. So this is the delete function, Lambda function, and it sends a delete request, which is also to delete a product with a particular ID. There is also a Lambda function to implement the event bridge that I'll explain after I explain the event bridge. So you have seen the Lambda functions, you have seen the DynamoDB table. Now let's see I also spoke about the SNS thing. So let's see how the simple notification service is running. So for this, I have created a topic, the product inventory email. And if I open this, you can see that this topic sends an email. So I've created a subscription to send an email. This is the subscription that I've created, and it sends an email at the endpoint ayush.avasthi@dal.ca. And this SNS I have coded in the Lambda functions. Now the other thing that I implemented now for all the API for all the Lambda functions of get, put, post, and delete that I showed you, there is an API that I have created. The API gateway looks like this. This is my API gateway, the product inventory API. This is the So when the URL is sent with /products, these are the methods: the delete method, the get method, post method, and the put method. Now, at the end of the day, the user also gets the list of products that are stored uh, in the DynamoDB table. To achieve that, I have used Event Bridge. Let's see, Event Bridge. This is Amazon Event Bridge. Now, Event Bridge. I have created a schedule. Where is the schedule? Here it is. Now, this is the schedule, and it sends first of all, you can see that the target type is lambda invoke. So it invokes a lambda function to send the list of products at the specified email. Now, if I click on this, you can see that the email is sent at the end of the day at 11:59. The email is sent, and you can see the next 10 days when the email will be sent. And to implement this event bridge, the lambda function that I have created is, I'll just show you. Event bridge lambda function. This product inventory event bridge. This is the lambda function that I have created to achieve the event bridge functionality. It scans the table and sends the SNS notification with the table data. Now you have seen the lambda functions, you have seen the DynamoDB table, you have seen how the SNS is working, you have seen the API gateway, and you have seen Event Bridge. Those were the 5 services that I have showed you right now. Now let's see how the app is running. Now let's see the programmatic elements of the application. So in this application, so basically this code is also available on GitLab. So on my GitLab. So this is the product inventory app. And these are the files. This is the SRC file. In the SRC file, I've made changes to the app.js. I've created a React app and I've made changes to app.js and the product list .js. So this is the app.js file. This is a React file. This is a React app. This is the Node.js file for the React app. And then this is the product list file. I'll just show you while working. So you can see a get URL being called, and then it triggers the API post method, sends a post request to add a new product, then a put request to update an existing product, and a delete request to delete an item from the list. This is the code that I'm showing. And this is how I've styled the table using React. I've used React Bootstrap. Now let's see how the React app is running. So I have hosted this React app over EC2 instance. I forgot to mention it. So the instance that is running is term assignment instance. This is running. So there are 2 ways to open the React app. First of all, let me close this. Now there are 2 ways to open the React app. Either I can copy this public IP address, I can paste it over here and 3000, hit enter, and my app will get loaded. But the thing is that this public IPv4 address changes each time we log in. So in order to resolve this issue, we create an elastic IP. I've created an elastic IP. The elastic IP address does not change. This is the elastic IP for my app. If I copy this and paste it in a new tab, you can see that my app gets loaded. Now let's see how the app is running. As you can see that the list of product is displayed on the app. This is happening through the get lambda function that I showed you. Now, if I want to add a new product, I can give it the product ID 6. I can enter a random name. I can enter a price. And I can enter the quantity. And then when I hit the add product button, the product gets added to the list and I receive an email notification which says, hello, new product added. Now, to update a product, I can give the product ID. I can change the name to something else. I can change the price. Let's keep the quantity same. And then when I hit the update product button, you can see that it is the product with ID 6 has been updated with the new values. And I must have also received an email. So I've received an email saying, hello, product has been updated. Now, similarly, I can delete a product from the list. So when I hit the delete button, you can see that the product has been deleted from my list and an email must have also come. And here is the email. Hello, product has been deleted. So this is basically how my app is functioning. Also, the event bridge functionality, which I showed, the in which the list of product is sent through the email at the end of the day. So since I cannot show you the functionality right now, since it is not 11:59, I created some tests for it and I have sent it. Like at the time when I was creating this, I created some tests for it. It will give, I'll take some time. I'll have to. Yeah, so this is how the product list is sent. This was when I created the event bridge. I triggered the event and I gave that the event will be triggered in every 2 minutes. So I was getting the product list in every 2 minutes. And at that time, I had these two products in my list. So this is how my app is provisioned over the IT infrastructure. You have seen the EC2 instance, you have seen Lambda functions, you have seen DynamoDB, SNS, API gateway, and Event Bridge. Thank you for giving me your time to listen to this presentation. Hope you have a great day. Now I'll stop the presentation.